Hello and welcome to Mad L Goes Racing, and today we are having a look in Raceroom at the newly released Zhejiang circuit in China, with apologies for the pronunciation there. This is available as two layouts. There's the East layout, which is 1,540 metres, and the GP circuit, which we are on here, which is 3.2 kilometres, or 3,200 metres for those who don't like kilometres. Now, this is a circuit I can't say I've ever heard of, and one I've certainly never driven as far as I am aware. I have had a few practice laps because frankly I wasn't actually sure where the circuit was going, so let's have a look and see what it's like. And the first thing to say is the pits are sort of down a bit of a hole here because, well, we're going to end up going through a tunnel to get out on the circuit. And we emerge, blending into the second corner, possibly the third. Now, this is very much a circuit of two halves. The first half is decidedly all about, as you can see probably on the track map now, S's, and lots of them. These are sort of medium slow corners, second stroke third gear, hopefully third. I'm in a GT4 car here, so not too bad. Now the join for the shorter circuit is just here, I believe, so you go back that way, but we're going to carry on this way. And again, this is the only short sort of shoot along this part of the track. Again, another long third gear. It will be when we're going a bit faster. Corner, slightly tighter right here, and you should be able to accelerate out the corner a bit and just drift across the track and then back right. And then the sort of high speed left, right, left. What do you get that the right way around? That leads into another little short straight going down to a chicane, which I'm not sure how good an overtaking opportunity that will be, purely because you're probably going to have to be pretty much single file through the rest of the section leading into it. Now, the second half of the circuit, which is all about trying to go as fast as possible. Not a hugely long straight, and with two corners in it. I don't know how much side-by-side action you're going to get there. Reasonably quick corner at the end of the straight, which means you're probably limited on overtaking opportunities without being a little bit elbows out. Then we're back to the start again, and the first corner, which is, I have to say, quite blind on the approach. You will have trouble spotting that because it's just over a little brow, and then we're back to where we started, and we'll try going a little bit faster here. So, to say, the circuit generally very nicely modelled, as is the way with all the Raceroom circuits, certainly the newer ones. Lots of detail, little houses over in the back there, plenty of things to look at. Does remind me in some ways of Aragon, with big walls and lots of stones everywhere. But I get this is the bit I was thinking of. Distinct impression that it's going to be quite a difficult circuit to overtake on, because coming out of here, obviously trying to get a jump on somebody else, you're going to have to be a bit elbows out. Might have to be a bit sneaky and try and persuade them to brake late or something, so they go a bit wide and then try and get the run on the out exit. probably a sort of reasonable chance of a outbraking manoeuvre into that corner, but here you're just going to have to really get your elbows out to make a move into the first corner. Although the first corner is very sharp, because it's then going to go into an immediate corner the other way, you're really going to have to struggle a bit to get an overtake done there, I think. Again here, the chances of sneaking up the inside are fairly limited due to how short the previous straight is. That's a sort of bit of a halfway house corner, that previous one, second or third, not sure which. I can see a lot of people jumping over that chicane. It's quite a short circuit, sort of 1 minute 36, whatever, 38, 40. Not sure how much of that you could use on the outside. Obviously the green stuff is potentially slippery, but this is definitely a difficult to spot corner, and you really have to cut back on yourself. If you did take a dive up the inside of somewhere there, I suspect you'd probably be forcing them out wide on the second corner, not doing either of you any favours. You're also going to have to be very careful about watching overheating in your front tyres there, I think. Obviously there's some quite long, not particularly fast, but quite long corners, like here again, we're sort of 180 degree corner. It does sound horrible changing that a second there, but use a bit more of the green stuff on the outside if you're really serious about the lap time here. Maybe a greenery. Okay, not even getting. Terrible exit on that last one. Well, must be China. Lots of building work going on, but yeah, this first corner is definitely going to cause problems, I think. People running over the inside of it, and because it's so tight getting into it, and it's 90 and 45-ish for all these, so it's bit of a switch back on itself. So yeah, very much a case of that's going to be a place for accidents, shall we say. But very nicely modelled, all very nicely textured up, and I have to say it was 499 or was it 449 VLP? I can't remember, it was one of the two. I don't think I'll bother trying to go that way. Like I said, two layouts, well worth a look. Definitely a circuit that you'll enjoy driving on, I think. Especially if you want to do a bit of drifting, I should think it'll be absolutely awesome for drifting. But how difficult or easy it is to actually race on, we'll have to find out when we've done a few races. But I think it's going to be a little bit one line through the first half of the circuit, then it's going to be all about either trying to get a jump coming through here to try and literally elbow your way past somebody into here, or it's going to be all about the getting out of here well, making the most of your straight line speed, and then going for a big overtake. And you're going to need some big boys' balls to get on overtaking here, I think, because it's not a particularly tight corner. It's, again, it is actually over 90 degrees, but I think it'll be interesting. Let's have a look at the pits. Lots of people meandering about. That's what I like to see. Bit of life in their pits. I know I must have a pit up here somewhere. It's right at the end as always. So, there we go. That was a look at that. If I... Right, well that was the Zhejiang circuit. As my game just crashed trying to show the replay, I'll try the replay over there. I don't know whether that's something to do with the fact that I'm now running a Ryzen system, maybe, who knows, or just coincidence, who knows. Anyway, that was the Zhejiang circuit. Again, apologies to any Chinese people. Interesting circuit, certainly different. I think it's going to take a little bit of getting used to with the interesting elevation changes. Lots of quite long, slow-ish corners on it. Racing on it will prove interesting. I think it will be a case of racing on that circuit is going to be all about patience to really work your way. It'll be more like a game of chess than just trying to shove it up the inside of somebody, just to try and get that little edge to try and get your nose in, and just not all the time, but just a little bit of patience in your attacks, and I think it'll be a fun circuit. Right, well that's all for me for this one, and enjoy racing, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Where's me key gone?